Water is life. It sustains everything. It is the driving force of nature. But things are changing. Our summers and winters are getting warmer and drier, and we're realizing water is not as abundant as we once imagined. We need better ways of doing things. We need to be more efficient. Benjamin Franklin once said that when the well is dry, we know the worth of water. Even without the effects of unpredictable weather patterns, water wastage is a real issue that can cost huge amounts of money. This is why we have developed an innovative irrigation system which has made watering plants on small and large scale a lot more efficient and a lot simpler.
So I'm a farmer. I farm exotic fruit, have done so for about 10 years. So I think my advantage was I had to learn irrigation from scratch. I didn't know how things worked, and as I did that, some things certainly didn't make sense to me. It seemed that we've been doing things, drippers I think were introduced in the 60s, so we've really been using old technology for a very long time. What's distinct with the Wetwick system is a couple of things. The first thing is, if you look at things like drippers or sprinklers or micro sprinklers, they will be measured in liters per hour or even per minute. So really it's a function of time, how much water you're putting down in a certain amount of time. So what we've done is we said, okay, how slow can we make it? That was the first question. And what we've managed to do is to start working in days versus hours or minutes, if you talk about a liter of water, for instance. The second thing is that the way our system works, instead of kind of force feeding a plant and giving it a certain amount of water that it then needs to take up in that amount of time, what we've really figured out to do is to connect the plant to its own source of water. And so it's really water on demand for plants. And so as the plant requires water, it can actually take water from the system, and so then the efficiency tenfold. We've done a lot of tests, we've been in development for over 3 years, and we're very confident that we've found a unique solution. And then I think the third part that's very important is that our system requires no electricity. It has effectively one moving part, low maintenance, very easy setup. You don't need any skills to set it up, which we felt was really important because we want to make this available to everybody. This is something that would, whether you have a small vegetable garden or you've got a couple of small trees, pot plants, as I said, nursery specifically, you set it up, it's going to take you 10 minutes to set up, and after that you leave it and the plants really take care of themselves. The way we're approaching the crowdfunding project really is twofold. The one is that we need to get into production. We've got a little bit of tooling up still to do, but we've done some of that already. And then really stock, that's the main thing. And we also just want to see how many people will support us and actually buy the product. So we're really approaching it from a pre-sales basis and saying, order a unit, you're going to have to wait a couple of months for it. You can't unfortunately just get it next week. But that's really the only inconvenience in terms of doing it this way. The second part is we really wanted to have a social benefit. And so what we decided to do is, you'll see on the pricing, there's a price for a single unit, and then there's a discounted price where you buy a single unit and the second unit, we sponsor a part of that cost. And that second unit then is a gifted unit by you to a community in South Africa. It'll be in the Cape where we've got the drought at the moment, and we'll focus on NGOs, schools, people that really can use that. And so really our request is that you support us and that you support the communities that we want to support through our product. Ultimately, water is a resource that doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to all of us. And I think we all need to take responsibility and be stewards of it, and not just consumers of it. So please support us.